Howdy YouTube. So I don't usually do videos at this angle, so it's kind of weird, but we're taking a nice close look at the Pure Arts 1989 Batman cowl. Got on my little spinner thing here, and man, I have to say I'm pretty blown away. And I got the insert mask. Guy on Etsy was making these for a little bit. He's stopped now. He's no longer making it. But man, it looks awesome. This thing it's cool because it's flexible. As you can see, it's a vinyl, what do they call it? Some sort of vinyl mix. So it's gonna stay in this shape and not start drooping over time. The ears move, you can give them a little wibble wobble. And wow, I'm just looking through the camera here and it's pretty crazy. And when you look at it, a lot of people were worried that it had too much like a leather feel, and in some places it has a lot, like right here there's a fair amount, but down here this is an extreme amount, which is really, I think it looks great. I think it looks wonderful. But when you get up here, there's almost none. You got a little bit of scarring. Over here it's less, up here it's less. It's still there, but it's lessened, like it's a worn cowl. It's really cool. I did that. I was getting that face in there just right, and I think I can buff that out. But as you can see, it gets less and less when you get on the ridges up there. Almost nothing on the nose and underneath the eyes. It really, really is amazing. Super nice cowl, not too much shine. That's one of the issues with some of the cowls I've seen. They got a huge amount of shine, and I've been touching this like for 3 hours. So, and that face in there, look at the detail as far as the hair. That's awesome. It's a perfect mix, these two. This cowl with that face. I mean, I'm not going to say it's 100% Keaton, and it doesn't fit in there like 100% well. You do have a little bit of a lip there. I can adjust it quite a bit still. But man, that is really damn close to what you see in the movie. See, the eyes are a little bit further back than I'd like, but I'd have to like work on the forehead aspect of the silicone faceplate. I'm blown away, and I got it here, sitting here spinning by my bat wing there. That's awesome. Look at that. That's just amazing. I mean, it oozes Michael Keaton, that face. And the cowl. I am really and truly impressed. Also, the statue underneath, top quality, very solid, very weighty. The magnet, this is actually kind of interesting. Take it off real quick. The magnet has this extra little square you can take off here. It's not attached, it's a magnet. That's the magnet inside of the actual plate. But if you want it to be forward or back a little bit, you have some adjustability. Let me find that. Got too much crap around here. Ooh, and it just connects right back on there, as you heard, and you can just plop it up on there. Get it just right. There you go. Man, it really is amazing. Oh boy. This duo, since he stopped making it, is going to be kind of hard to find. But if you can find that faceplate and you're wanting to get this cowl, do it, because it is. There's another one on Etsy too it's okay, but it's not this much detail. You know, I am just super satisfied with both of them. One thing to note is that since this is a lot thicker than an actual cowl would be, that someone would wear. And here, we'll see when we come around. Come on, Batman. Mr. Keaton's, this whole nose part here, that's solid. So, I had to lop off the nose. So it would fit up in there like that. It was way too far back with that nose. I still left a little bit, just so you wouldn't see it like this, even if you're really low. But it took me about 5 minutes to get up the nerve to do that. So it's like, well, I wanted it in the cowl, so we're just going to have to do a little quick surgery here. Amazing how quickly it came off. It's just like, swoop, right off. So the texture may be more than some people want. They see the cowl as something that's just rubber. But I know in certain parts of the movie, you can see that it has texture. Maybe not this drastic, because you could feel it. It's almost like an elephant skin down here. But it changes all over the cowl. The wear and tear on it is awesome. It looks like he just got done, coming off the street for the night. I think it's just extremely, extremely nice. For the price of it, it's, it's a lot to ask for the Pure Arts cowl, and even the mask wasn't cheap. But what you got here is just, it's a work of art. It's very solid, has a nice heft to it, just the mask, cowl. And I just can't stop looking at it. It's crazy. One thing to note, though, is if you do, because when I first set this down, this was at more of an extreme angle this way. So the very end, the tail end of the cowl kind of got bent in a little bit, but you can pull it back because it's so thick, this stuff. You may want to get like a hair dryer or something and soften it up just a bit, warm it up, and then it should be good to go. But yeah, it's really interesting material. It does feel, he explains it like a car tire. That's what it feels like. It feels like a car tire. The whole thing, the ears and stuff, everything's movable. I don't want to move it too much because the magnet will flop off, because this is, again, somewhat weighty and it's hanging over the edge. The actual symbol is too high because I have it facing forward a little bit more. But man, I'm very impressed by the quality of the stand, by the cowl, the way it works with the silicone faceplate thing, insert, just call it a mask. But jeez, I consider myself a very lucky duck for basically stumbling across both of these things and getting the chance to put them together, and to have this with the Batwing there. Let's see if I can get it all in frame. The Batwing and Michael Keaton there, and I plan on moving this old wood stuff out and putting up another shelf for the Batmobile to sit up here just under the Batwing. So it to me, it's going to be a very, very impressive display for the '89 Batman. My favorite movie of all time was, as far as growing up. So I just thought I'd share with everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. Take care.